Indian women have always been known for their multitasking abilities and hard work, without sacrificing their culture, tradition, or values. Here we meet some of the women entrepreneurs who, rather than sitting at home, has done something which in turn has become a big support for themselves, for their families, and also has provided many job opportunities to many people. Let's meet some of the women entrepreneurs who has created some impressions in their own field. Welcome to Impressions, Saga of Successful Women Entrepreneurs.
Impressions, a saga of successful women entrepreneurs.
Kids are like flowers, they make everyone smile. For every parent, their kid is the best. Making the kid capable of facing all the challenges in life is the duty of every parent. Today, as per the reports, it's very alarming to know that one kid born out of every 60 kids shows some autistic symptoms. In most cases, with early intervention and training, some of the kids can overcome these autistic symptoms to a certain extent. Sharanya Rengaraj was assisting Vanitha Rengaraj, founder and managing trustee of Sharanayam Group of Charitable Institutions. Solution to treat the abandoned children with autistic problem, the Third Eye Center for Autistic Training was opened, and today, within just 5 years, it is one of the best training center for kids and for parents and even for NRIs. Speaking about Saranya Rengaraj, an American board certified in Associate Behavior Analysis ABA from US. Rather than settling down in US, which is a dream of most people, she came back to motherland to help the autistic kids and parents. Today, with the team strength of 20 trainers, Third Eye trains more than 40 kids every day and a hope of future for so many parents and kids. To add up, Third Eye has a wing called Saath for autistic students who comes from low salaried and working class, which charges very normal or no fees. Let's meet the women entrepreneur Sharanya Rengaraj. Hello ma'am.
Hello.
So what is autism basically and why it happens?
Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder, and that person will have a deficit in communication skill, social skill, how do they interact with the outside world, and also they will have repetitive behaviors. So it is increasing day by day. For every 65 children, one is born with autism. But then the unofficial ratio is like 45:1. So the whole world is researching why it's happening, but still we don't know what is the cause of autism.
What is the difference between autism and mentally challenged kids?
So autism kids, usually their IQ is normal. If the child is just an autistic child, they'll just have skill deficit in communication skills, social skill, and they'll have some behavior issues. So using training, they can be definitely integrated back to school, and they can come up with flying colors. We know kids who have done PhD, who are very specialized in certain skills. But mentally challenged kids, their IQ will not be age appropriate. They will have, they might have good communication skill, they might have good social skill, they will not have much repetitive behaviors, but their IQ is not at a par with their age. So whatever you do, it might be increasing, but it will definitely not be at par with their age.
What are the ways to identify autism in kids?
So basically, babies, infants, they look at their mother and they imitate. They try to imitate. That's how usually we all learn. So they should be able to see their mother's eyes. So they should have some good eye contact before the age of 1. Probably by 6 months, they should start looking at their mother's face, and then they should start babbling. So they should try to speak what the mother is saying. At least they should try to babble the noise or sound, and by the age of 1 they should be able to speak few words, at least, like not like many, at least 3-4. So if all these are missing, then it is a red flag that they should go to a developmental pediatrician.
What are the training programs you follow, and what is ABA?
So we follow a very specific therapy called applied behavior analysis. In the whole of India, there are only very few centers that follow this therapy. So it is a scientifically proven therapy for autism where it uses the scientific principle of learning and motivation. So if you go to internet, there are like hundreds of therapies you could see if you're going to Google about autism. But on top of all the therapies, ABA is the first you will come across. So it works very beautifully. It works in helping the communication, improving the communication skill, social skill. We can definitely reduce the challenging behaviors. So that is what we do in Third Eye.
What is the difference between Third Eye training process and other special schools?
So as I said earlier, like in the whole of India, there are only 45 centers that follow ABA program, which is a scientifically proven therapy for autism. So in Coimbatore district, we are the only certified center. And also the other centers, we don't know how they work, but here whenever a child walks in, it will be like 2 weeks of assessment we do, followed by an individual program, like individual education program and behavior program. So it will be followed by a trainer will be assigned to that child. If the child is having too many behavior issues, probably 2 trainers is to 1 child. And the program will be shared to the parents, and every month the parents have to come in and do an observation, and they'll be given training on how to handle their child at home. So that is what we do here.
What are the challenges you face in training a kid?
So basically it is not about the kid that we face the challenge about. It's about the parents, because first convincing them to take the therapy for their kid itself, it's a big challenge, because a lot of times we have to reveal that their child is having some kind of skill deficit and then put them in an ABA program. So it takes like hours and hours of counseling, minimum 2 hours to it can go till 4 hours. So we don't know. And followed by, they should be able to follow the program at home, because of course everybody loves their kid, but at the end of the day, the parents should follow the program. So a lot of times it will not happen. So there will be a backtrack in the development of the child. So that is the biggest challenge we face right now.
What are the different kinds of autistic characters?
So there are many symptoms. First thing is lack of eye contact, which will be very much visible right from the infant stage. Then they should be able to respond to names. So if they are not doing that, again it's a symptom of autism. And they should be able to follow simple instructions like come here, sit down. If they are not able to do that, then again it's a red flag for us. Then followed by lack of imitation skill, because that's how we all learn. So if there is little or no imitation skill, then obviously the child is not going to observe much. And also the social skill, how do they play with toys? Sometimes a lot of kids don't play with toys. They try to isolate themselves away from the group. So all these are like symptoms of autism, and they might have some repetitive behaviors like arranging toys in line, doing a lot of self-talk, hand flapping, going in circle. So these are all some of the symptoms of autism.
Who can be the autism trainer and what are the qualities needed?
So basically, I'm an American board certified associate behavior analyst. So in India, we are very few, but there are like how we recruit is we recruit a lot of special educators. But at the end of the day, you should have some patience and you should have compassion for the child, no matter how the child is hitting you, or we have got cases where the child will spit on your face to get away from the task. So you should have a lot of patience and willingness to learn. So that will be the basic skill to work with an autistic kid.
Do you have any special courses for autism trainer?
Right now in Third Eye, what we do is like all our trainers are from with different graduations. Some are from psychology, some are into engineering. So we take them and I train them personally right from scratch. What is autism to how do you train this kid? How do you check the behaviors? So that is what we do at the center. So that is how we train.
How many kids have been successfully trained and sent back to normal schools?
So we have sent nearly 25 kids in the past 4 years. This year it has been around 8 kids so far, right from June till date, and we are again planning to integrate another 3 more kids in during Vijayadashami time. So our success lies in sending them back to school.
That's lovely. What are the future plans of Third Eye, and can you tell us something about Third Eye?
So right now, Third Eye, we are located in Kenathakkadavu. We have one more project called Saath, which is near Pollachi. So that is more like a free project, where parents earning less than 10,000, underprivileged kids can have the very similar training but free of cost. So the point is, wherever we go, of course we want to expand Third Eye all over Tamil Nadu because it is very much need of the hour. So wherever Third Eye goes, obviously we want to take Saath as well, so that all category of kids can definitely get training and get integrated back to the society.
Do you have any seminars conducted on autism?
Of course, we do a lot of autism awareness programs around Coimbatore and in Pollachi as well. We go to colleges and talk about autism and what we do in Third Eye to create awareness. So we want to do it more. We want to create a lot of awareness among people.
Being a successful entrepreneur, what will be your message for the new generation entrepreneurs?
Always dream big, and whatever you do, have some kind of social responsibility into it. Of course, everybody are looking to work for profit, but at the same time try to see how you can also give it to the underprivileged people as well. And also, people will criticize you if you're going to venture out into new programs. I was criticized a lot by many people in the field, but now it is a very successful institution. So don't listen to criticism, just follow your heart.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. As in most of women's life, Sharanya Rengaraj's inspiration was her mother, who sowed the seeds of service to humanity in her mind. Autism is something which can be corrected in the early stages of a kid's life. Let's join hands with Sharanya Rengaraj to mold a future generation with a healthy mind. She's a strong entrepreneur with a lot of future dreams for the kids. Let's wish her all the success.
Impressions, a saga of successful women entrepreneurs. Contact Adevents at 94434 90666. Email adevents@gmail.com.